Welcome to the Weather Blender blog. It's the 25th of January. It is a Monday. Time to get down to it because there's a lot of stuff happening out here. So let's jump right on into the graphics, and we do expect to see our rain change into snow. This is our weather model. Again, we're looking at the NAM weather model, looking at Tuesday morning, and we see that -10 line outlined in blue at 5,000 feet. So that's about 14 degrees actually in Fahrenheit, -10 Celsius. And the red arrow shows you the direction of the travel, the cold air. So scattered snow showers, and they'll move to the east throughout the daytime. Now what happens in terms of snow? We can see it's mainly in the mountain areas. Very little, we're talking a half of an inch in that bright purple shade there, very light purple shade. You get into some of the darker purples, now you're up to about 2 inches, that's around the Beckley Bluefield area. And then it's about 4, 5, 6 inches in the highest peaks of West Virginia, really driven by elevation. Okay, so we have that. What happens after that? Well, the weather models show things pretty quiet. We're moving out now toward Wednesday. There's another cold front out to the west. I've drawn that one in, area of low pressure up to the north. That one will scoot out with a chance of either a little light rain or snow. That would be on Thursday. Now we jump ahead from Thursday night into Friday. Okay, so Wednesday's pretty uneventful, Thursday fairly uneventful. Now this is looking at the GFS model, and we're talking about out at 96 hours, which would be Friday, and you do see that the cold air continues to press in around a high that's up over the Dakotas, big low forming out across Texas, and we're going to be the collision zone. The big blue line there is very, very critical. On this model, we should be on the cold side of that. Actually, this is Thursday night, so we're in the 80-some hours here, but then we do jump out to 96 hours, and we do see there. Now, there is precipitation coming up from the south, cold air around the east side of that high, and that means we're cold enough for snow. The big blue line is in southern West Virginia, actually on the Virginia border, so that could be some heavy, wet snow across southern West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, and the position of this line, obviously this freezing line, is going to be very, very critical. We think that, in fact, at this point, the cold air could drain a little farther south. Sometimes the models do not pick up on that air because, again, the models just aren't capable of that, how far south it moves. In fact, looking here at this particular model, if I recall right, this one is the Canadian model. Indeed it is. And it has the rain-snow line. I've drawn it in red this time, just a little farther north, just to the north of Beckley, but still some pretty heavy, wet snow all the way on up through Huntington and Charleston. So this is just to show you the different scenarios that we could see. Here's a model that we rarely look at, but just for kicks we threw it in, the Japanese model. It is actually looking at, that's right, there's a Japanese model. It shows the snow line again on the Virginia-West Virginia border with a lot of moisture to work its way on through that. That could be a lot of snow. And the European model doesn't show precip, but it does show that rain-snow line in the red there. A little hard to see, but that's, again, right on the West Virginia-Virginia border. So if we go along with the GFS's idea, just over 12 hours, that blue is 8 to 10 inches of snow in southern West Virginia, and it's at least 4 to 6 around the Charleston-Huntington area, and it cuts off when you get to Parkersburg. So that's an early look at what could happen here on Friday. Just wanted to get you up to speed on that. Of course, we'll bring you more details as we get a little bit closer to it, but could be seeing another major winter storm by Friday. In the meantime, drive carefully on Tuesday morning.